Well, a pattern that's usually associated with March, April here in Ireland is Fiery Brown. So I'm just going to tighten up my version of it there. What I'm using is a Kamasan B170 size 10. And the first thing we're going to do, we're just going to put a wee tag. So what I'm going to do is I'm just using a very fine fluorescent orange thread here. So we're just going to come down to there. Just going to set in that wee tag. Once we've got the tag in, just finish that one off. Like such. And just put on the thread that we're going to normally use. So just catch him in. Like such. The tail that I'm going to be using, it's tippets, but this tippet here has actually been dyed fluorescent yellow. So catch that in. If I put the UV torch on, you'll see the wee glow that comes off that. So once we've got that in, the next thing I'm going to put in is the rib, and this is going to be gold fine oval tinsel. So catching in that, come back a couple of turns. Next thing is the body. I was lucky enough to get some seals fur from a good friend of mine there, Jeff Cherrett, over in England, and I must admit the quality of this baby seal's fur is absolutely brilliant, and the colour to me is just right. So we're just going to make a wee noodle, catching him in, and then coming back. Don't over tighten the dubbing on this here. You want the seal's fur just to flare out a wee bit. So come back, I'm going to catch that in. Once in there, just any wee straggles, got them off there. 4 to 5 turns of the rib. Catch that in. Tie it down. Next thing I'm going to be tying in is the front hackle. I was lucky enough to get a nice wee Fiery Brown saddle off Rod Tie a few years ago. So what we're going to do, just prepare that. Just going to tie that in, always by the tip. Catch them in there. Trim off that waist, and then what we're going to do is just to fold those hackles back and winding it in. Like such. Once I've got them in, just catch that down, trim off, just stroke the hackles down, bring the thread back a few turns. You see that's bedded that in. Then what we're going to do, just going to put a nice wee bed there, put in the wing. The next thing I'm going to be using is bronze mallard, and this has been dyed fiery brown. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a slip, level it down, like such, trim off the wee flues. Then what we do with the bronze mallard, folding once, folding twice, and folding again. Gives a nice wee strong wing. So we're just coming back just to the tail of the fly, hold them in, pinch and loop, catch them in, secure that down, trim off, hold the wing, just to build up the head a wee bit, do whip finish. And such. Once we've done that, coat of varnish on the head. I usually put 2 coats on. There we go. So I'll be using them for in the next couple of weeks on Loch Sheelin. So as we see over here, happy wrappings.